Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Much synergy with this composition in a different way in terms of slower damage. This is a completely different angle.
Whoa, yeah, you could maybe just pick Akali, I guess.
Into Lissandra as well.
Unless it's Akali into Nah, we've got
Akali will not be crushing Gangplank in lane.
Well, there's Carrier looking for Lehends here. Decent little handshake, but Ona's going to come on through. That's first blood for T1. This is precisely what they needed.
The right with flashes, you know, you could do a lot. Chovy doing that with the control wards that are around the bottom side of the map for him.
Yeah, well, Lehends is going to be bone skewered back. And there's the flash forward from Gumayusi. He really wants this as the arrow is going to connect, but Lehends not going to be able to bail himself out. The kill does go over to Carrier.
But so it's not actually where he's going to do set backing. As all right, it is Rift Herald thrown down in this mid lane. Lehends possibly in trouble. But Chovy just wants to stop Shelly from putting her skull into the turret. She isn't charging just yet as the arrow will connect here onto the pike. And immediately they just pick up the kill. And again, the Rift Herald will be denied.
Absolutely
brilliant. A dangerous amount of damage. But Ona should be able to grab this first Drake. A very late one, however.
Oh man, this is so well baited from T1.
Yeah, Mega Gnar comes in from Zeus as well as he doesn't quite find the boulder toss. The Gnar is going to connect though, and there is the death from below. And that will be the third kill for T1.
And this time extra gold going over to Zeus too because of it, and because of all the resources committed top side here to try to make that mid play into a top play success. It's going to be a lot of plates going over now to Faker in the bottom lane. Looks like they'll give that last hit to Guma. So 183 gold extra into his pocket. And T1 looked shaky there for a second, but that really nice win you these fights unless you have a better setup. And T1's map control is great.
Well, Doran going to have to get on those happy feet yet again, and he does so very nicely. Peanut's going to get that flash over. Another arrow connects, and it's just magnetic to this pike today. Zeus will be able to make his
CS lead by just being on the other side of the map. Second Herald will crash into this mid turret. But Chovy himself is making a big dent on the bottom side. Finally, Faker rotates over to answer it, but this turret is already dead.
Yeah, this is actually fantastic for T1. They're going to be totally okay.
But you can see he can't make any play here, and the blue buff is just going to be ripped away.
Well, Doran almost has ulti. There's Trial by Fire. Parlay comes in. Cannon Barrage goes down, and Zeus will answer the attempted solo kill from Doran. Both top laners now off the map, though.
Zeus has teleport. This is a huge win for him. This is definitely more valuable for T1.
Yeah,
and now T1 are just going to straight up push mid. Chovy's got that lane that he's going to deal with bottom side here. He could try to flank, but look at the positioning here of Owner. It's like we're watching game one flipped.
Well, another bone skewer going to connect here as Ruler has to flash. Frozen Tomb comes in, and Gumayusi picks it up with the Whirling Death. And that is the cash-in finally. He had so many stacks, and look at the grin on the man's face. T1 looking brilliant now.
And that's going to be a Drake that comes with
2.4K now in the lead. Oh my God.
1,000 gold he picked up from that. 1,115 actually. To really let it sink in.
Yeah. As Ruler gets the bad news that there are a lot of enemies in this area. And this means that this tower will go down. Gumayusi very comfortably collects it. He has his Eclipse now complete. I think he may have just
around that. We don't know where Renata is.
Yeah, don't give them the ability to answer. Value it, and then just wait for this minion wave to come back, and Faker just comfortably picks that one up. Luden's Echo completed this.
Obliterated. So much damage, has to flash to get himself out of the way. Volley comes through just to try and slow them down. Peanut, can you get out of here? He gets Nard back. He'll have another Cyclone, but I don't think it's going to save him. His flash is now on cooldown, and he is way on the wrong side of this. And Gumayusi picks up yet another kill.
So 2-0-2 now on this Gumayusi pick, the signature. And unlike, remember last game, T1 had a comp that could turn so well and punish so well what Gen.G were running if they made even one mistake. T1 aren't making mistakes, and yes, Gen.G have the Ash Arrow and they have Cyclone.
Victim.
Yes, if he gets barreled by a barrel chain from Doran, you know, that's on T1, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, Frozen Tomb comes down as Chovy is looking for the Draven. He goes golden, and Gumayusi is going to get taken down. They didn't have an answer for that as Faker gets perfectly executed by the Akali. Well, teleports to come in, and Gen.G are looking for a Baron.
Can't be that far up when the rest of Gen.G is there, and they can chain CC, and probably should have pressed the cleanse this time.
Oh, Carrier, that was a very nice alley-oop to yourself, my friend. Lovely stuff. That should Stop Gen.G from being able to very comfortably take this, but Carrier is still in a whole host of trouble.
Yeah, Zeus had an R-bar, so if he was able to kite towards him, could have been a different story. Teleport now from Chovy.
Yeah, this is another one. He picks up his Zhonya's Hourglass as well, as there was a big shutdown onto Gumayusi, and it was Chovy that picked up the kill.
He's still down for 10. Gen.G should be able to do this. Zeus is trying to hold on to this Narbar as long as possible here to look for and engage a turn. There's just not enough damage here. It's a Viego and an R.
I mean, it's still going to be a potential 50-50 if Ona can get himself in here. Doran is trying to play bodyguard, as there's the Whirling Death. Does a whole lot of work here, as Ruler's going to have to flash away. Zeus now taking a bunch of damage. Oma getting... Oh my god, Faker! He just gets in the backline and smites it away. Chovy now trying to punish him, but I don't think it's going to be enough, as T1 picking up the Baron is huge in this moment. Gumayusi now wanting to flash on over and look for Chovy, who once again goes golden. But trying to get out is he now, as good hand.
Because otherwise Gen.G win this fight and get so much extra gold.
Well, speaking of fights, there's another one that's happening here. Stand aside comes through, Whirling Death, massive damage, as, oh my goodness, Doran not going to be surviving now, but does get bailed out for a moment. Peanut is going to try and go golden, but it does not work. Cannon Barrage looks like it's working for T1. Instead, as Chovy's just going to get absolutely eliminated, and that was a wipe of Gen.G. T1 will now march down the mid lane and look to bring us to that game 3 that we all deserve.
We all deserve it, Atlas, and we're gonna get it, as heroics from T1, from Gumayusi and Faker, turn that Baron fight, that take that looked so free for Gen.G. It was not, and also the Gnar from Zeus that comes in on top of it all. Otherwise, T1 lose too much gold there, lose the Baron, and the game completely turns on its head, but it does not. Faker shuts the door with that smite, and we are going to that game 3. A team effort here across the board, but the bottom duo investment we saw for Guma on the Draven, Carius Pike, this pays off so much.